A good way to understand it is that it all really falls into 6 impact areas. So family support, food, employment, education and youth, housing and neighborhoods, and transportation. Now, more than ever, we need to stay engaged and listen and learn and act. And I'm grateful that you're all willing to go on that journey with us.
Hey, Jackie, how are you? Oh my gosh, I love your dress.
Thank you. Hey, did you get those shoes you were telling me about?
Oh my gosh, I did. Hang on, I'll have to show them to you.
Yes.
So I don't know, can you see it? Can you see the little heel?
Your heel. I love it.
I know, isn't it fun? It's clear, and then the front's kind of a mesh, but they're super comfy. I can't believe it. I thought they were going to be really hard to walk in.
Ladies, the program is live and everyone's watching.
Oh, well, hello and welcome. I'm Jackie, along with my Girls, Glamour, and Giving co-chair, Julianne, and we are thrilled to finally gather with you tonight.
Before we get started, we want to give an extra special shout out to our Girls, Glamour, and Giving Committee for all their dedication and hard work. And of course, we'd like to thank our sponsors for their continued support.
And finally, a very special thank you to our community of hope. That is all of you who donated your tickets when we decided this event needed to go virtual. Julianne, I have my Glamourini. Do you have yours?
I sure do, Jackie. So let's raise our glasses in a toast to everyone gathered tonight that's supporting the families and children served by Interfaith. Cheers.
Well, hello and welcome, everyone. I'm Kim Inslee, and thank you for joining me tonight for our first Interfaith Outreach and Community Partners Girls, Glamour, and Giving virtual event this year. Yay! Yes, it's virtual, and it's going to be fun. Our program tonight's going to last about 30 minutes, and I guarantee you we're going to have a blast. So get your Glamourinis and get ready. You know, in the past, this event was all about a night out with close friends, maybe family, fashion, shopping, and having a night of community with each other. We're still going to do that. We're going to take a cue from the tagline. When women come together, powerful things happen. So we're going to multiply that. Everyone tonight is invited. We are coming together virtually, and powerful things will happen for our community and the families served by Interfaith. Now, as a member of this West Metro community, I'm happy to be your host tonight. I've had the pleasure of watching Interfaith grow over the years, and I've seen firsthand how it supports families in our community and makes us all stronger. From the cold nights we all spent at the sleep out kickoff nights to warm hearts, donating time, money, and the gift of caring to bring much needed resources to the thousands of people that Interfaith serves. You know, you can't live here and not be a fan of what Interfaith Outreach does. In its 41st year now, Interfaith has been working hard to keep families housed with food on the table and connected to the case managers they trust for help navigating life's ups and downs. Well, due to COVID-19 and ongoing racial bias, Interfaith is needed now more than ever. So tonight you're going to learn a lot about how Interfaith Outreach serves as a critical connecting point for our community and building relationships of trust with the program participants, the partners, the donors like you who help provide services. First, you're going to hear from Tom Burke, who is Interfaith's interim executive director. And then you're going to hear from the Interfaith Case Management Team. That's Wendy, Yvette, and Ruth. And an inspirational story from Jackie, an interfaith program participant. You will have the opportunity all night long to show your support and make a difference for the work that's done here through our Fund of Future to fuel hope and make dreams come true. After that, you'll hear from Rima, the Interfaith Board Chair, and learn all about the exciting action items online right now. If you haven't checked those online, you know you can do that. There are some great things to bid on. And lastly, a special closing message from our beloved founder, LaDonna Hoy. As a reminder, the online auction closes at 9 o'clock tonight, so you have plenty of time, but it does close at 9, so get on it before that. Make sure to bid high and bid often. You don't want to miss out. So as Jackie and Julianne said, you know what? Grab your Glamorini. Let's get started with our first guest, Tom Burke.
Tom, you've been with Interfaith for a long time. You were past board chair, and now you're interim executive director. Tell us a little bit about how this relationship got started.
Well, it's about 15 years ago, I went into Bob's shoe store down in Wayzata, and I was asking him about the sleep out. He encouraged me to get involved, and the next thing I know, LaDonna and Jill are in my office, and they really impressed me very quickly with their understanding and the compelling facts around the poverty that exists right here in our community. So it didn't take long before I got involved, and it's become a bit of a family affair for us. My wife, my children, as a matter of fact, my wife Terry has been past chair of this very event.
Wow. Why is the mission of Interfaith so important to you?
Well, to me, Interfaith is an amazing connecting point for really all people in the western suburbs. It represents in many ways, the definition of community. And together, as a group, we serve our community to help it become the best version of itself. And for 40 years now, Interfaith has been doing this through bold action, through courageous conversations, through continuous learning. And this still happens every day.
So I've been really impressed over the years with the depth of the services provided by Interfaith and just the huge numbers of people reached. What does it take to deliver those services?
So we service about 6,000 people a year, and that takes about $6 million to provide that service. Largely now, because of the COVID pandemic, we've had to reimagine how we are delivering those services. So that includes curbside service, that includes reaching out to our clients via phone, to give them, provide them food, to provide them financial support. Really, it comes down to our case managers doing what they do best, and that's walk alongside our clients and helping them to navigate these hard times.
There are a lot of people watching right now. These are people who have been fans of Interfaith. They go out and evangelize for Interfaith. What would you like them to do right now?
Well, the last several months has been a perfect storm. We have the COVID pandemic. We have the systemic racism that has impacted our community and has impacted the nation. And this is an extraordinary time. Extraordinary times like these don't necessarily call for extraordinary people. It calls for ordinary people doing extraordinary things. We're blessed at Interfaith that we have the ability to see these extraordinary things happen on a daily basis, and these just-in-time miracles. So what we would ask for is what I would ask for is the continued support of Interfaith with both your heart and the continued support of Interfaith with your dollars.
Fantastic. Tom, thank you.
Thank you.
That Tom is amazing, just stepping in there.
Wait, did I hear dig deep? Did I hear dollars? Is it my turn yet?
It's not your turn. You did hear right. Dig deep. I'm sorry, Jill. It's not your turn yet.
Okay.
Go have a Glamorini.
All right.
Come back.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I'll be back later.
You'll just have to wait a few minutes. Jill's very excited to dig in. But everybody watching, you know what? You don't have to wait to donate. You can donate at any time during this program. I know you're on your computer, so just go to the Make a Donation gift box at the bottom of your screen. You can do it on mobile if you're doing that as well. So Jill will be back later, and we have more coming your way right now. I want to introduce you to Wendy Giving, the Interfaith Program Director, and Yvette Giles, Manager of Case Worker Services. They're here tonight, along with some other special guests you'll meet, Ruth and Jackie, to share with you firsthand the work of Interfaith.
Thank you, Kim. You know, part of the vision of Interfaith Outreach is a community becoming the best version of itself. There are times when that vision feels more beyond our reach than others. We are living through historic challenges and trauma right now. Still, here we are. When we come together, we can address crises, meet unmet needs, and provide hope. We can support and challenge each other to grow together, to support our neighbors when they need it, and to create equity and justice. Our shared efforts are really the heart of Interfaith Outreach. Every year, Interfaith works with roughly 2,000 families, and every day, Interfaith staff and volunteers are providing services in 6 impact areas, including food, family support, employment, education and youth, housing in neighborhoods, and transportation. The client community that we work with is really 4 main groups: working families, those living on a fixed income, those that are newly struggling and looking for direction and resources, and then folks who have recently experienced homelessness. That first group that I talked about, working families, they're struggling in that gap between wages and cost of living. Last year, the families we work with paid nearly 60% of their income for housing expenses. Just imagine the pressure that puts on all other parts of a family's budget. Folks are really struggling. They're using our services to make ends meet month to month, and they're reaching out whenever things go wrong. The needs that we see at Interfaith are really layered. So there are those presenting needs. So the reasons that people come to us for the very first time, like food and rent. And then there are more foundational barriers, the things that you learn about when you're in relationship with someone for a bit, like underemployment, health challenges, or domestic violence. And lastly, those structural factors that continue to weigh on families. So for example, the current housing market that really isn't working for even moderate income families, and persistent structural racism and bias. Core to our approach to services at Interfaith is a team of case managers. And my amazing colleague, Yvette Giles, supervises case management at Interfaith. So Yvette, can you tell us a little bit about the case management team?
Yes, thank you. This case management team, they're amazing. They're resourceful, they're compassionate. It's really mind-blowing what they do day in and day out. They put their whole heart into meeting the needs of the families we work with. And it goes beyond just a job. It's a passion, it's a mission, it's a personal value that they have. Yeah. They are fulfilled by the work, and they genuinely want to see people become the very best versions of themselves.
Right. So can you describe the work that they do? What is case management?
Yeah, well, that's complex to answer. So it's a loaded question, but we focus on 3 primary areas, and that is stabilize, strengthen, and thrive. And the role of a case manager, it can vary depending on the person and the needs that are presented. We go beyond the Band-Aid approach of just addressing that immediate emergency. We look at the big picture, and there are some situations where it requires us to work with the family to identify stability goals. There's some situations where the contact is very brief, and there's some, as I just said, that is more extended. Let me give you an example. If a person is in need of housing assistance, it goes beyond just looking at housing. In many cases, we also have to address childcare, transportation. And then there's employment, because in order to be able to sustain that housing and for it to be affordable, you need to have that in place. So it's really complex.
Right, exactly. Can you talk about the importance of relationships to the work that they do?
Yeah. Well, there's one thing that I know for sure, right? And it's that life happens, and it happens to everyone. It doesn't matter who you are, what your race is, where you live, how much money you make. It happens to all of us. And we know that there are systemic barriers that are in place that cause people to get stuck in the system. And that relationship is so critical. It's important because our work is in partnership with the families we work with. And that requires a level of trust. We want to build relationships so people know exactly what to do and who to call, because it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when life happens again.
Right.
One thing that we know that we hope for, right, in our work is that when we're working with an individual, they reach that place where they feel confident that they can say, I can get through this, I can get over this, and I can achieve this.
Yep, exactly. Yvette, thank you. You really are the best at what you do, and you inspire me every time I listen to you.
Thank you.
So now Yvette and I want to introduce you to two friends of ours, Ruth and Jackie, who are going to talk a little bit about their relationship and the work that they've been doing together.
Thank you, Wendy. My name is Ruth Altoff. I'm a case manager at the Interfaith Outreach, and I journey alongside clients to help them work through challenges to accomplish their goals. The journey might include working on financials, solving problems, developing life skills, connecting to outside resources. But really, it's listening to the client's stories to build the trust so we can work together to accomplish those goals and pursue their dreams. I'd like to introduce Jackie. Jackie is so amazing. I first met Jackie when I was interviewing clients for Project Success. Project Success is a comprehensive program that helps clients become financially stable. Through this process, Jackie discovered that she wanted to pursue the dream of becoming a nurse. Jackie has gone back to school and working very hard to become financially stable. There have been some challenges along the way, especially due to COVID, but Jackie has persevered and is determined to accomplish her dream. Jackie is so amazing and inspires me each and every day. Jackie, can you share your story?
Thank you so much, Ruth. Hi, everyone. I am Jackie. I'm a mother of two. I have a 14-year-old son and a 9-year-old daughter. As a kid, I remember being homeless with my mother and sister, and I never wanted my children to experience that. As Ruth has said, I have a dream of becoming a nurse, and I also have a dream to be financially stable, and Interfaith has been a big part of that dream. I came to Interfaith about 2 to 3 years ago when I was struggling with bills, my car broke down, and I needed rent assistance. They also saw something more in me and sent me information about Project Success. Through Project Success, I worked with Ruth and Natalie to do career testing and also focus with life skills and family issues and work issues.
Jackie created a manifestation board, and now I'd like her to share your board with you.
Well, Ruth asked me to do a vision board, and I did with a spin. I call this my manifestation board. It's about manifesting the life that I want to create, such as me becoming a nurse, the house that I want for me and my children, and being paid in full. This board motivates me to keep going. It has been a long journey already. However, I am more focused and determined than ever. And thanks to Ruth and Interfaith with Project Success, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Many clients work incredibly hard to accomplish their goals and never give up. It's stories and dreams like Jackie's that have helped me become a better case manager, because the journey is really about helping clients make their dreams come true. Thank you for sharing the journey with Jackie and me tonight. Goodbye.
I love it. Nurse Jackie, I can hardly wait until you are living all of your dreams. That's fantastic. All right, she has been waiting. Jill, come on in. It's time to introduce to you officially now Jill Kohler, who has been with Interfaith Outreach for 21 years. Incredible.
Long time.
Thank you for being here tonight.
You're welcome.
So good
Thank
to see you. My pleasure. So you're back.
I am back. And now, not only is it my turn, it's your turn. This is the most important moment of the whole night when you have the opportunity to help Jackie and families like hers achieve their dreams. Our goal tonight is to raise $200,000.
We can do it.
All right. If we can do that, families who are in great need right now will get the support they need on the road to reaching their dreams. And we don't like to turn anyone away from our services, so the more we can raise tonight, the more support we can provide to our families. You heard how interfaith case managers walk alongside families, providing guidance, advice, resources like food and rent, and moral support when it's needed the most. COVID-19 has multiplied those struggles along the way, and your help was never more important than it is right now. Tonight, you can ensure that no family has to take this journey alone. Remember that every dollar counts. We ask you to show your support tonight by providing a gift that's meaningful to you.
Because it sure is meaningful to everybody else, right? Okay,
Absolutely.
you came up here because we have some good news.
All right.
Look at that. Thanks to our incredibly
wow.
generous donors out there and event sponsors, all of you folks who have been giving, and donated back the price of the original ticket, which is amazing. At the start of the program tonight, we are over halfway to our goal, $155,000.
Oh my gosh, this is great.
This is enormous. We're so excited.
It's perfect.
It is.
How wonderful. Okay, now let's start filling that Glamourini glass with donations for tonight's Fund a Future. To give a gift, just click on that Make a Donation box on your screen. More good news.
Give it to me.
The Huey Family Charitable Fund is starting us off with a $20,000 donation.
That's incredible.
Yes, thank you, Hueys. And the Hueys are inviting you to consider joining them at the $20,000 level, knowing that by doing so, 6 families like Jackie's will take huge strides toward changing their lives with jobs that pay a living wage, and they'll get the help they need along the way with housing, food, and basic needs. Next.
There's more.
A $10,000 donation. Yes. This one is from an anonymous donor. While their name may be quiet, their impact is bold.
You got that right.
So $10,000 will keep 8 families housed for an entire month. Did you know that 1 in 7 of the families we serve is experiencing homelessness? This is your chance to lower that number. I invite you, consider a $10,000 donation tonight. Now, let me tell you about another couple.
Okay.
This one, Tom and Terry Burke. You saw Tom earlier tonight. They not only wanted to donate, but they wanted to inspire others to donate as well. So they issued a challenge to our Interfaith Development Committee.
All right.
And that committee, those members, were thrilled at the idea of doubling their dollars. They blew past that $5,000 match. Hooray for Tom and Terry.
Absolutely.
Hooray for the Development Committee. Great job. Now, who else wants to jump in at that challenge? Just hit that Make a Donation button and select the $5,000 level. Join this circle of giving champions. You say 5,000 might be a bit too steep? Okay, how about half of that? $2,500 can provide 8 weeks of early childhood education that prepares a child for kindergarten. Now think of the difference you can make by donating $2,500 right now. Now here's another idea. Remember earlier this summer when the government decided to help some of us with an incentive check, help us through COVID? Well, I thought about all those fun ways that I could spend that extra money. But then I came to work and I saw online a $1,200 donation from a generous donor.
That's amazing.
So I called and she said she had just received her incentive check. She said she couldn't keep it herself, because she knew other people needed it more than she did.
That's amazing.
So that really inspired me, and I'm hoping it'll inspire you as well to join us at that $1,200 level. Just go ahead, hit that button now.
Hit that button. Or you're hitting something.
Yep.
Jill, look what we've got now. We are at $157,000 and climbing, doing great work. Remember, our goal is $200,000 or beyond, because why stop there, right? To support the families in our community. So this is exciting.
Great. Well, don't stop, guys. Way to go, everybody who's been hitting that button. The rest of you, it's not too late. Have you ever wondered what a $500 donation might do?
What can it do?
It could fill a gas tank for 6 months. It could keep a family on the road to work, to school, to childcare, to the grocery store. Will you consider keeping a family moving forward by donating $500 tonight? Now, I know some of you out there are waiting for me to mention a level that you can consider. Well, this is your chance. Every donation, whether it's $5,000, $500, or $50, every donation can provide hope and a chance at a better future. Go ahead, pick your own amount. Click on that gift box icon. Enter it right now. No gift is too small.
Every gift will be put to great use.
It's awesome.
I know it will. Thank you, Jill.
Thank you, and thanks to all of you for your compassion and for all your generosity tonight.
So much to be thankful for tonight. Somebody else to be thankful for tonight, and I know you're going to like this. All right, you're going to meet another dynamic person who's on the Interfaith team, a huge supporter. Rima is going to tell us about all of our fabulous online auction items.
Hey, it's so great to see all of you. On behalf of all of us from the Board of Directors, I want to thank you for joining us tonight for Girls, Glamour, and Giving, and for donating generously to our important mission. Tonight, I'm playing the role of your auction host, and I will be highlighting some of our most special auction items. While you're opening up your purses, I want to show you some of the purses that we have in our auction tonight. You know, my friend Katie taught me long ago, these are handbags, not purses. My mother-in-law calls hers her pocketbook. Whatever you call it, you will want a new one because they're beautiful and they're already filled with amazing things. So open up your purses, and all of you out there, let's start bidding. The first item I want to highlight tonight explains why I'm standing next to this planter. Botanical Blitz, who designed this lovely planter, has donated 2 front door pots for 2 seasons, fall and winter. You won't be disappointed by bidding big for these floral artists to decorate your front door. Speaking of artists, we have a local artist, Abby Holden, who has donated beautiful hand-painted custom note cards. You will definitely want to check those out. Did someone say check? Oh yeah, I did. That's because 3 hometown hockey heroes have donated such a unique experience. I have never seen something like it in an auction before. Sophia Shaver, Kelly Panic, and Danny Cameronisi, who among them are, gold medal Olympians, NCAA champions, national team members, and professional female hockey players. These 3 are going to conduct for you or your favorite youth hockey player or players a private lesson. On the ice, they will give their best pointers, and off the ice, their best advice. This amazing item is something you're going to want to bid high for, so let's see those bids rising. Thanks to our longtime Interfaith supporters, Tom and Kristen Shaver, for donating the precious ice time, and to these 3 dynamos for donating their time and talent. Next up, I want to highlight a really special item, and it's our Synergy Series dinner. Our friends at Bell Bank have generously donated 4 tickets to the next Synergy Series dinner that Gavin Kaysen puts on at Spoon and Stable. Whenever that may be, whomever the guest chef may be, it's all on hold right now due to the pandemic. But when it happens, which it will, Bell Bank is committing 4 coveted tickets because they believe in the mission and the work of Interfaith Outreach. If you know anything about this series, you know these tickets are basically impossible to get. don't miss out. Are you feeling like you might be missing out on a little getaway? I know I am, and my husband might be ready for me to get away too. So I'm thinking about a condo in warm, sunny Orlando. Thanks to John and Linda Pisek for donating their beautiful condo. Okay, where's my drummer? Drum roll, please. The last item I want to highlight for you is our most special. It's our Founders Dinner. Peg Rasmussen of Countryside Catering fame will come into your home and create a custom dinner. Many thanks to Jill Kohler for donating the cost of that dinner, and to Bridget and Dan Johnson, who have the most amazing wine cellar I've ever seen, for donating special wine pairings for that special meal. But what is most special about it is the guest of honor, LaDonna Hoy, our founder and executive director emerita. You will be blessed with her presence, I am certain of it. Don't miss out on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to have dinner with this one-in-a-million lady. She believes in the power of community, and I know you believe in it too. So let's open up our pocketbooks, our purses, and our handbags and give generously. For every donation you make, you are making a difference for a family in need and helping to build a better community. Oh my gosh, it's about that time. Watch your clocks. Bidding ends at 9 p.m. I encourage you to bid often, bid generously, and I bid you adieu.
You don't want to let Rima down, right? You have until 9 o'clock. Okay, she mentioned some pretty great items. We're excited to introduce our next guest right now. You know what? Without her, we likely wouldn't even be here.
Everyone, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you LaDonna Hoy, founder and executive director emerita of Interfaith for the past 40 years. And we can't help wondering, LaDonna, as you reflect back on these 40 years and you look ahead to the next 40 or so, what do you see?
Oh, first of all, thank you so much, Kim, for being with us, especially as we're zooming into this very unique Girls, Glamour, and Giving event. I guess here's what I see. When I look back over the past 40 years, I've had the privilege of working with this amazing community. What I see is a community that's not only discovered what it cares about, but has demonstrated over and over again the heart and will and power to anchor the hope and give flight to the dreams of families like Jackie's. We've come a long way, and we've learned a lot along the way, and we're continuing to learn about how very important it is to build and maintain relationships of trust across sectors and systems, and how to listen to each other, and how to show up when it matters, and again, over and over again, and how to challenge our own biases. We have a lot of work to do going forward, and no one knows that better than this community. And I have all the confidence in the world that these amazing women who have shown up for this event, underneath all the glamour and glitz is grit and determination that we're going to do this work. We're going to make sure that every family and every child has what they need in order to become the best they can be. And so for anyone who's new to this, we invite you to join us in this sacred journey and come along. Thank you for being here. Let's do this.
No one has been better at doing things and getting things done than you. You've been a member of this community for 40 years, and I've been part of this community for a long time too. And I just want to say that no one has taught me personally more about having an open heart and a feel for community than you have. LaDonna, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you. Nothing wrong with your heart.
Just like LaDonna, right? She throws the spotlight back on someone else when she is the lifeblood of this organization, as are you, for sure. So we have one last chance for you to show your love for the work of Interfaith Outreach. For 41 years, as you've been hearing, LaDonna Hoy and Interfaith Outreach have been bringing ordinary people of the community together to do extraordinary things. So we invite you to honor this tremendous legacy by donating $41 tonight, right now if you can. We have a dear friend of Interfaith and LaDonna who wants to show their support, and they also want to honor LaDonna by matching your $41 donation. They will match every $41 donation made tonight. If you've already donated, not a problem. Do it one more time for 41 more years of unparalleled support for all of the families in this community. And don't forget to click on the Make a Donation gift box on your screen. Easy to do. Okay, so right now we're at $184,000, and we want to get that number. Remember, our goal is $200,000 tonight. That online auction could probably use your bid right now. Let's keep working together to make it happen. As we bring this program to a close, again, you have a couple more hours, hour and a half more till 9 o'clock tonight to make your donations. So check your bids, maybe bid a bit more because you don't want to miss out on those fantastic auction items. Pretty unique stuff. It has been an amazing evening. So on behalf of Girls Glamour Giving Committee and Board and the staff of Interfaith Outreach, thank you so much for joining us tonight, for all of your support, for all of the families in our community. We appreciate you being with us tonight. Thank you, and I'll let you cheers. Cheers, everybody. God bless.